Good morning, everyone. Welcome. This is a twin flame channeled read. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath first. Sending lots of love and healing out to everybody. This one was done at 6:46 last night. 6 is the lovers, 46 is the Six of Cups, the children in the garden. And at 7:02, which is the Chariot and the High Priestess, love was coming up along with AMES. And that could be like amis, like friends, also aims. And if you want to look that up, you can check that out as well. But love was definitely being accentuated here. And I finished clarifying at 7:11. 7 being the Chariot, 11 being Justice. And I'm going to show you the read. This is the main read from the SIRIAN Starseed deck. Okay, and you see where the lovers pops out. And the Two of Cups is also down below, over here in the underlying energy, is the Two of Cups down there. And here is the full read in front of you, if you want to get an aerial view. Okay, so I finished clarifying at 7:11, as I said, and there were no major arcana in the main part of this read, which is very unusual. Guidance came up after the read, but that was it. Just the guidance card, which is the Hierophant, so very much about that energy, which is also Taurus. We have 4 Pentacles, 4 Wands, 2 Swords, and 1 Cup. So we have 4 Pentacles and 4 Wands, very heavy with the Pentacles of everyday life and financial issues, as well as the Wands of movement and passions. Excuse me. We have the court cards were the King of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the King of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and before the read, the Knight of Cups and the Page of Pentacles came up, and that was it. That's a lot of court cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 court cards. And then in the read, we had 666s and 777s, and 67 is the Knight of Pentacles, which came up in the read, so very significant. But again, I think the Knight of Pentacles was reversed, yeah, which is that stuck energy. It can be stubborn energy. It can be an inability to function or go forward. It can be a disabled energy, or someone on strike, or feeling lazy, or seen as lazy, right? So that's very significant here, since that's very stubborn bull Taurus energy, along with the guidance card, or the Hierophant. We also had 22 of the Fool. And so 6s, of course, have to do with love, family, and community, but also the shadow side with the 666, and the 777 of that very spiritual energy, that otherworldly energy of the calm before the storm, right? The 0 point, the going within. And then the 99 of compassion. We also had 910, begin again and again and again. 26 of the Page of Wands. 79 for me is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And 12, the wise man, the hangman. Yeah, that was it for the numbers, except for the code line. The code line was all about moderation and adventure. And the number on the code line was 14, which is the Temperance card, or the angel, the higher love, coming from 6, 2, and 6. There's something familiar coming up around that. I don't know why. So I'm getting, again, the 26 of the Page of Wands with that, and the lovers. But also comes up as the 62, which is the 8 of Swords, the imprisonment, whether that's in your mind, your anxieties and fears, or someone's actually in prison or feeling imprisoned in the place they live. But the 14 is the number for the code line, the higher love. And the messages around that was very interesting. The first definition that came up was around the definition was an island in a river. And I was just telling you about when I was in Atlanta with my daughter, and we went out with a shaman in the middle of the woods on a creek where there was an island, like a rock island in the middle of the creek that we sat on in the rain to do this meditation. So it's very much the same energy. An island in a river or a sea, seeing the Christ lovers. At the new moon, The two adept key lovers support the dimension, the state of thought of the Page of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So here are those two energies. I didn't realize that. The Page of Wands I just brought up was significant as 26 in the numbers, and then the Knight of Pentacles came up as the only court card of significance that I brought up with the Taurus energy. So very interesting. I wasn't realizing that. So the Page of Wands is that inspiration energy, and the Knight of Pentacles I went over already. But the two of them, as the twins in love, student of flames. Knight, as in the warrior knight, the knight Christ-like, and the I as the lowercase I chakra system toggling up love regarding moderation and adventures, but it was split up into MO, duration, and AD, ventures. And that can be after death, it can be advertising. So the MO being the duration, right, the longevity, and the after death ventures, right, letting the past go. It was also coming up as the AI market. 100, 100,000, 1 cent was coming up. So very much those one energies with a lot of source energy backing it up. The 100, but without you. The AI market doesn't need human. It's artificial intelligence, right? The AI market is 100% without you. The lovers, the two who are adept or good, who are knights or at night, key to the 6th dimension. The Page of Wands inspired, the Knight of Pentacles, the workhorse, the loyal, humble servant in love. I, the lowercase I, is the chakra system toggling up love. Hanging a shingle over love. So perhaps someone, setting up a business regarding raising the love vibration. An island on a river. Excellent and comical. To go. Be done yesterday. To use your imagination to help. Sense. Direction. Purpose. Meaning. Feel. Perceive. I am aware of. Understand and agree. Where X marks the spot in the 6th sense at the new moon, 2 knights key for the 6D, and you notice all the 6s coming up here, the 6th sense, the 6D, the 6th, the flower of life, and the hexagon. The Page of Wands is inspired, and the Knight of Pentacles, loyal, humble servant in love, whether that's being in love with someone else or just being love. I was just getting monad. MOAD was coming up, which is mode, but I was just getting monad from that. But MOAD literally means the mother of all databases. So maybe they were referencing the monad as opposed to Akashic records, as in regards to duration and adventures. So we start here with the 6 of Pentacles upright and the underlying energy. So the 6 of crystals here in the SIRIAN Starseed deck, it's crystals, orbs, flames, and chalices. Here's the mini deck cards on top, and then beneath that card were the Knight of Cups reversed, the 7 of Swords reversed, the 2 of Cups reversed, the Page of Pentacles reversed, and then the 9 of Pentacles upright. And those two can definitely be siblings, the Page of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is the sovereign, and they're upright here. The Page of Pentacles, perhaps a younger sibling in need of help. The Knight of Cups reversed, perhaps jealous or moody, or feeling rejected or insincere. That also can be the schmoozer energy of someone who kisses other people's, that's the brown noser to get people to do it. There's different energies of brown nosing. One who just thinks they need to brown nose to get their way anyway because they feel insecure. But also the brown noser in an arrogant way, using it to get people to do what they want them to do without having to do it themselves. Right? But not really loving people, but showing people that they love them to get them to do what they want to do. So the Knight of Cups reversed is jealous or any of those energies, and coming clean in disconnect, not seeing eye to eye, or a breakup here, a disconnection of a partnership, or at a distance, not seeing each other face to face. The Page of Pentacles reversed in need of help, and the Sovereign sharing or settling out with them. Giving to others, looking back, the Queen of Cups drained, and stuck in their head without peace. So notice we have the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups here. So there may be a little bit of dissension between the two of them. In need of a vacation, perhaps feeling weak, in an offer of love to come together and surrender to hostage or the imprisonment, or a group giving up and going to prison, giving themselves up. The Queen of Cups holding their tongue, offering passion and growth and creativity. To the 5D connection, dropping the mask at night, or with Cancer in a sudden event, epiphany, or orgasm as well at a distance. The faulty foundation at night in not seeing eye to eye, and tit for tat energy coming up here, as well as all hell breaks loose as the lobster asks the dogs what to do. Is it safe there out of the water? He asks. The dogs are confused what to do after the full moon. And having been howling, right? They had a mission. They howl at the moon at the full moon. And it's like showing the dogs confusion, like, now what do we do? It's like that post-war energy. Now that we've celebrated the end of the war, now what? And there's that state of confusion. At 8:03 is the Strength and the Empress. But here we go with the continued dialogue between the lobster and the two dogs. But I thought the full moon was over, and the lobster is now boiling. The Queen of Cups is upright, the Knight of Swords reversed, and I whistled a little bit for the Queen of Cups. Perhaps having sex in 5D while not performing at night, or sudden disconnect or breakup and settling out. Scorpio reversed and Knight of Swords reversed in a face-off with the Hierophant making sense of what's not working. Okay, so Scorpio and Knight of Swords are not two people you want to see arguing, right? Scorpio can be very vicious with the scorpion sting, and the Knight of Swords is verbally abusive, right? Charging in, giving you a verbal lashing. In a face-off with the Hierophant, who could be mediating the situation. This could be a religious leader as well, you know, going to church or synagogue or temple, whoever you go to, if you go to church. Someone mediating the situation and making sense of what's not working between them. But it's a stretch here. A religious leader perhaps teaching men how to last longer, or when at a crossroads what to do, or counseling. Or now marrying men. And there could be something about the Catholic Church coming up there. This could be the one, and beneath that was flirt, as the Queen of Cups is upright, and I whistled a little bit again there, without peace or love, and I was getting peace on earth just now as well. The Queen of Cups is upright. She's in her loving self, her kindness, her intuition, but without peace, or perhaps without a love in her life, or maybe no one, she's alone. So no surprises as lovers break up over dinner, or dinner theater, right? The drama of it all. Girls hiding while mom freaks out, dancing around the issues to get mommy to calm down so we can all sleep tonight. So again, this could be somebody with addictions, or somebody with temper issues, or perhaps bipolar issues and freaking out, and nobody in the house can then sleep until the one person calms down. There's very much that energy, and I definitely can relate to that from growing up. No roses, no dinner. Walking away in the War of the Roses with Follow Your Dreams and 85 being the reflection of the 58, the Four of Swords, grounding the 5D connection into your reality. Beneath that was intuition, number 22, which is the Fool, coming clean to choose your path. The King of Cups is upright with a new passion. Juggling with the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the High Priestess upright, the secret or their psychic abilities. Working nights for their ship to come in, but the Queen of Pentacles reversed is spending it as fast as they can earn it or bring it in. Pisces here, or psychic energies, and the High Priestess sharing or settling out in disconnect or at a distance, or a breakup or walking away from a job or what's not working and have been avoiding. Follow Your Dreams comes up at the end there, and working at night, the King of Pentacles with their eye on Guinevere, or the strong one who tames his beast, or the dog walker, or Leo. The Page of Wands is inspired, knowing and keeping to themselves, as the Empress is with the Page of Pentacles reversed in need of help, grounding and integrating perhaps an offer of love, or perhaps that offer of friendship or help, as the phone's been ringing. So that could be one, you know, somebody keeps calling somebody else for help. And that could be a child with a mother, or this could be a female boss where there's a new employee who doesn't know what they're doing. There could be two younger people too. The Page of Wands is inspired, knowing and keeping to themselves, while the Empress is with the Page of Pentacles reversed, in need of help, grounding and integrating an offer of love. And in another read too, there was another young person like taking the back seat to try to help somebody else learn how to take the front seat, how to speak in front of people, or how to do things properly. So that could be the same energy here. Grounding an offer of love, while the King of Swords reversed is at war with Scrooge over them, or overworking them, or not working out with the Hierophant, marriage, religion, establishment, or societal norms, traditions. The Taurus deliberating and falling short, the Hierophant or Taurus with Aquarius in their chart, humbled, and the Knight of Wands reversed player could also definitely be a Sagittarius reversed, or someone just falling short on energy or without follow through, not following through to the end, not giving them the result they asked for. So at 828 is the Strength and the Two of Wands, the twin flames, or the choice of path. And I was just getting a whistle again, so I was getting the Seven Dwarfs. Whistle while you work. Da da dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. So, all right, and I'm getting the 7 plus 1 of the Seven Dwarfs and Snow White, which is the 8. And the 1-7 is the star, right? The star of the show, the Snow White with the 7 dwarfs, the humble servants, very willing and loving her. They don't do it because she makes them do it. They do it because they love her and they want to do this. They're each doing what they're good at, and Spirit's connecting with me. The King of Swords is reversed in separation battle on a quest for unconditional love and surrendering to the Queen of Swords upright. Speaking to the Page of Swords, Scorpio, and Cancer, tired of driving or tired of being on the warpath, always competing, dissatisfied, and bleeding out in the end. The King of Swords reversed is sick of fighting or competing with the King of Cups upright. Perhaps there's some jealousy there of always surrendering to the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords, or the King of Cups, always giving them what they want. In the never-ending story of ascension and conflict, the pursuit of happiness, but unhappy alone and bleeding out in the end. At 833, the Strength or the Dance, and the 33 of the Christ vibration, or the 7 of Wands, standing up for oneself and taking the high ground without getting too defensive there. The foundation here is the 2 of Pentacles reversed, tripping up to break the pattern, standing up and fending off advances, but weak when Cancer holds back an announcement or doesn't call first, or out of control Leo, ego, kids, or pets, driving you crazy, or choked on their words or spoke too soon, humbled and needing to swallow their pride at 836, having Strength and the 36 of the Atlas energy, the 10 of Wands, the weight of the world upon your shoulders, and perhaps taking that load off your shoulders. The central energy, the King of Pentacles reversed in a heated exchange, or holding back feelings and or causing delays. Under the radar, feeling of failure, feeling insecure without the tools to manifest what they're trying to manifest, perhaps with the Divine Feminine in the 5D. The challenge being the Page of Wands upright, inspired by being worshipped, with mask though, their mask on, and burning desire, and being worshipped by, right, feminine energy, drained and out of options with the Pocahontas Dark X or Akashic Records, suffering in silence with nightmares, the Knight of Pentacles reversed and the King of Wands reversed, both stubborn, knowing and keeping to themselves, hostage destined to get their way, as the 7 of Cups is reversed, dumping emotional attachments, just getting more clear, not confused anymore. The Magician reversed, hanging out, recovering, and insecure, with the Sovereign upright in their power, and the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess reversed, which can be a secret passion, or the Queen of Wands just not using her intuition, right? Just being off. Or the Queen of Wands upright, or Pisces needing to use their intuition. At 844, which 44 is written that way, 44-8, which is that 4 of Cups, grounding and integrating and mastering of love. Suffering in silence, sharing or settling out, with the world upside down, or the Divine Feminine in the 5D world, or Pisces reversed here. Now crowning in the present moment is that suffering in silence, being stressed out, headaches, up night, purging, crying, hiding, stressed. and Justice and or Divorce, or Libra on break, taking a rest, or meditating in 5D with the Empress upright and the Page of Swords, or Message for the High Priestess, in disconnect or at a distance with Sovereign. And the Devil reversed, detoxing, chaos, addictions, codependencies, no longer marking their territory. Now the Fool is free to leap. To the Empress, Sovereign, obsessing over their hair. In a two-bowl split and a whip, in a heated exchange, in a breakup or lack of affection. No lover. The Queen of Wands coming together to walk away from a negative past without options, with the Knight of Cups reversed, jealous, rejected, or insincere, or Cancer, or dealing with this at night, or this happened at the full moon. The Knight of Wands reversed in a sudden event or explosion with the Hermit's light on it, with the Empress recovering and the King of Pentacles reversed and Page of Pentacles reversed, so father and child, back into the fold with the Empress, who has all the power and perhaps stability and money, implementing a plan to ground and integrate love or boredom, or a plan of the King and the Page to get the Empress to take them back in, or let them move in with her. Soon as the Seven of Wands upright, rising above the drama, the Fool freed by the King of Wands reversed, coming clean with the truth. And if he's reversed and coming clean with the truth, he's really exhausted there. Free from depressed Aquarius, or free from the war, always arguing to trip them up, to make them come out as the fallen angel in front of the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, not them, right? Making someone else the fall guy. Moving with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, implementing a plan to school the goose and dump emotional attachments or dump multiple loads on them. The twin flames are seeing themselves as the Knight of Wands reversed, with secret passion and holding on, dumping a load, a burden, or responsibilities, dissatisfied with the King of Swords reversed, yet inspired, dumping multiple loads and emotional attachments, handing out and receiving, or hanging out and receiving love without the actual physical love in a 5D connection. Around the twins are how they're seen as the Six of Cups reversed, the Page of Cups reversed, which can be rejection. It can be a vulnerable, shy child, or the spoiled and entitled child, or that can be the same child in one, expressing both ends of the spectrum. Of the Ten of Cups family, or in a happy ending. Emotional fulfillment as well. Receiving payment for pain and suffering, or perhaps someone thinking about how they can manipulate the situation to their advantage. With a negative past or kids being difficult, and the block here being the Knight of Pentacles reversed, unable to function, with the Ten of Pentacles reversed, dysfunction or loss, and the Four of Cups. And the Four of Wands reversed. That could be an unstable home. And the Queen of Pentacles reversed, impatient to move out of there or get a move on. Moderation and adventure comes up here, but even more so for the twins is healing and spirituality, as the Knight of Cups is reversed, rejected, jealous, or out of options, in a breakup going back downstairs, over it, and now detoxing. Confessing the nightmare and sharing with the upside down world, or sharing about their upside down world. And the Seven of Cups reversed, repeating the steps of the King of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles, both reversed, recovering and strategizing an offer that may be refused. There's no peace with the Hierophant guidance, presenting the truth to the Emperor upright. So it's like even, where kids or workers did something wrong, and they know they can tell one person, but they can't tell the other. So it's like the Hierophant coming in to mediate, and then the Hierophant goes to the Emperor to tell them what happened. Or Taurus to an Aries, perhaps. Or there's a church and state relationship here as well at 905, which is the Hierophant and the Hermit. Sharing, settling out, and dropping the ball, the Knight of Wands reversed, and the Six of Cups reversed. Can be an older child and then two younger children, but they're all reversed or not getting along. And the King of Swords reversed and the King of Pentacles reversed, all of them reversed. Challenged by the Page of Wands upright, who's inspired and standing up for themselves, with the Knight of Pentacles reversed, suffering in silence, going back down to the dungeon, down to flights. So somebody who was sleeping upstairs might now have to go to the basement, which that could be bringing in an elder, who can't take care of themselves anymore. Or this could be someone in a relationship who they're fighting or they're broken up and one has to live in the basement and one's upstairs. There's multiple situations there. but no peace with the Hierophant or Taurus, giving the whole truth to the Empress or Aries. The Six of Pentacles, again, the sharing or settling out of the King of Swords reversed with a secret, dropping the facade with the King of Pentacles reversed, who's also with that Page of Pentacles reversed, and challenged by the Page of Wands, the inspiration, and yet suffering in silence, not sleeping well, stressed out or purging at night. As the Knight of Wands reversed is rising from the ashes, because that could be somebody who's physically paralyzed or with their desires are paralyzing to them, right? So their feelings of desire, you know, it's like someone not being able to talk when they really like somebody. Rising from the ashes with the Six of Cups reversed and the Knight of Pentacles reversed, both back down to the basement. So here now, all three of them, this could be kicking the kids down to the basement, the Six of Cups reversed and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Or just back, or this could be a soulmate energy where both are still being stubborn still, and both are down back in the doghouse again, you know, not getting along. So two flights down with no peace, and the Hierophant giving the truth to the Emperor here. So again, there could definitely be kids or at school in trouble dealing with the higher ups, the Hierophant and the Emperor, or a Taurus and an Aries at 9/09, which is 9/9 September. And then maybe there's an issue that won't get resolved until then. All right. So we have, and also, because what's today? Today's the 8th. Okay. So this reading is for the 8th to the 9th. And so tomorrow's March 9th. Actually, my daughter was due on March 9th. She wasn't born until the 14th, but she was born on the 9th. So we're going March 9th to September 9th is 6 months. And that's like the, you know, the equinox to the equinox. And also, you know, 6 months is the duration of the eclipse energy. So there's an energy there about portal energy or a situation that will last for 6 months here. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and pull an energy card. It's 2701. And the 35/9, that's the 8 to the 9 again, from March 8th to the 9th. And that's the Wounded Warrior energy and the Hermit. And the 27 is the Ace of Wands, which is that new inspiration, that flame, and the one of the Magician. So for everybody watching, the best and highest good of all is concerned, what do we need to know and learn? For the twin flames from these energies today, let's clear up blocks to positive energy flow in all chakra layers, auric layers, grounding and galactic cords across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all is concerned, and fill that empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody take a deep breath. Okay, so we have the 16 of patience, and I always say patience, which means authenticity, as opposed to something you may have a negative trigger regarding. Patience, that word. So patience, be authentic to you. 16, right? There's no rush to get anywhere. It's being in every moment. The 16 of the Tower, which is the sudden events, and the Tower was upright in this read. Sudden events, explosions, epiphanies, you know, breaking, you know, this is someone definitely blowing their top with the Tower, but blowing their crown, blowing their cover, blowing their mind, right? Because it could be sexual as well. The 16 of sudden events here. And the Statue of Liberty. And she's got dreadlocks there too. Having all the time in the world. It's like the angel who has combined all, like, different aspects of all of the races of the world and losing hope regarding being one with all. And you notice it's very wintry here, right? And it's always darkest before the dawn. And here we are at the darkest before the dawn as we go into spring, which is the dawn. Okay, Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Did I hear you say you'd be meeting me here today? I can't even remember the lyrics, but you can look up the lyrics if you want. But Delta Dawn's definitely coming up here. Take me to the castle in the sky. Okay, heaven on earth. So this is also coming up. These three cards came up together next with the 10 of the storm warning, and the 16 is a 7. The 7 is the calm before the storm. And then here's the storm, right? It's darkest before the dawn. It's calmest before the storm. So here's the storm, or the tornado warning. Tornado? NATO? And also tomatoes I was just getting as well. The storm warning coming in to clear out all the negative energies and make it pretty and beautiful in spring. So there may be a final storm coming in to kind of wipe the slate clean, to bring in spring with a beautiful bang, you know, a beautiful tower moment. The 34 of the 8 of Wands, the energetic back and forth. And this is like a, you know, a turn for the better, definitely. So really nice there. And then we also had the 7th chakra again. Again, these are the two ladies here who look kind of miserable, even though they, you know, they're in a crowning glory kind of position, and yet they're both miserable. The 16 of the Tower and the 41 of self-love, spiritual love, new love, right? Crowning achievements, but why are they not happy? And they're both very similar energies, and yet very much two different people. But they look very similar, don't they? One's a little bit more pink than the other. In the pink. But neither one of them's happy. And they're on either end of these cards. So I'm getting that this is like, these are on either side of these cards. So it's like there's a slight shift in this person. So this is the same person, but there's a shift here, right? A little bit more in the pink, maybe a little bit more color in the face, but there's still some work to be done, right? Her wings are up. Here her wings are down, and it's very white and cold and feeling very impatient, or feeling like they have all the time in the world and impatient not being able to go forward. And here's the transformation, the shift that comes in, bringing some rosiness to her cheeks, allowing her wings to spread, right? Bringing a little bit of opening to her crown, but yet she still needs to work on her perspective, okay? So the universe is bringing in all these good things, but it's saying it's up to you to change your perspective. And just being in the pink, you know, that's a really nice energy there. Coming up, roses. And then we have blossoming abundance of the 3 of abundant spring. So it's very much showing you the blessings that are coming upon us in the spring. And to make sure to notice it and appreciate it. Allow your perspective to shift along with the good things that are naturally coming your way. All right. The bottom of the deck is the door to value. 31 is that expansion and contraction energy, right? The expansion, and make sure you know what you value. Do you value money? Do you value time? Do you value your family, your friends? What is it that you most value? Allow that door to open. And there's those hostilities of that Page of Wands coming up. Now he was coming up upright in the read, very inspired. So letting go of those hostilities by, like, you know, working on yourself to find out what you truly value. Why are you frustrated, right? What do you feel like you're being held back from? And here's the safety and security issues of the 35 of the wounded warrior, making you feel frustrated when you need to shift your perspective and realize your safety and security is in your heart, being love, knowing everything is well in every moment, and then you no longer have to feel frustrated anymore. Just learning to see new perspectives, and what you value may change over time. So just because you value something today doesn't mean that's who you're going to be in 6 months from now. So allowing yourself to be who you are in each day and every moment. All right, so from the journey of love. So again, being that we change, right? We can change over time. We're coming back to this again, saying just because you're like this in 1 minute doesn't mean you won't be like this in the next moment. This only takes a flash to change. Only takes a flash. That's it. And then all of a sudden, there's blossoming abundance, you know. In the blink of an eye, the spring is here. In the blink of an eye, your whole life can change. That's all it takes, is a shift in perspective. All right, so from the journey of love at 3,500, which again is that wounded warrior energy, letting go of defending your wounds, of defending your story, letting go, to surrender, to know that all is well today. You are no longer your past. You are the culmination of everything you've been through, which is beyond that. So let's see what's coming up for the journey of love. Again, we get that simplicity here of the Four and the Emperor. Gaining control of your thoughts to keep it simple. And again, this is what staying in the moment's all about. It's 9:44 on the clock, the Hermit and the Mastering, Grounding, Integrating of love. Going within and keeping it simple, especially right now. And again, you have the green of the heart and the black and white of the polarities. And when you are feeling very polarized or there's very stressful energies, to keep it simple. Just, to keep your thoughts simple. Stay present. The bride offers herself. We go from the 4 to the 4-3. And this isn't going backwards, but it's the energy loop of integrating the masculine and the feminine, the Emperor and the Empress, into coming together in joy. And this is going from the very simple man to color my world, right? Painting with bright reds and greens and all sorts of kind of subtle colors. It's very earthy. Right? That the bride isn't just in the purple and blues and whites. She has a lower chakra system too. You can't have purple without red, right? It's all the same, and she's very able to express her lower chakra colors. But she's coming down into these lower chakra colors in order to elevate them into the 4th dimension, and also ground the purple and blues into the current reality. Okay, so it's like the feminine matching the vibration of the masculine, who's more simple black and white, and here she is bringing her colors more into the match of the divine masculine here, right? Being on earth, inside of her earthly body, as opposed to up in the etheric realms. Very interesting there, and you see that perfect match there. Of course, there's a lot more colors there in the feminine, where the masculine's coming up as much more simple as the Emperor. This is the coming together of the bride offering herself, and then she is the moon, the 21 of the world, the completion of the cycle. As we come upon the completion of the cycle, which this is, March 21st is supposed to be not only the equinox of this year, but the beginning of the official start of the age of Aquarius, right? The spring is the start of the birthing process, right? The winter is the pregnancy, but the spring is the birth. So it's really that birthing process of it's interesting that it's the 21 of the world, and yet they're talking about the moon. The moon and the earth, the contrast between them. This also could be a 3D relationship of the divine masculine. But coming up that this is a very 3D relationship with all the colors, and that this is the false light, the reflection of the sun, not the integration of the sun, right? The sun to the earth, they feed each other. But the sun to the moon just reflects his own self back to him. It's like the masculine being in the ego, because he's with someone who will always just reflect him back to him no matter what. Whereas dealing with the earth has to do with feeding each other, that more of that equal balance in relationship. So this could represent a karmic relationship. And then here is the one of the magician and the heart fire, right? Coming back into the magician embodiment of the red of building a strong foundation here. But the actual foundation is in the heart. And you see the gold and white representing the Christ or unity consciousness in the center of it all, the 0 point. All of the layers of the rose unraveling. And this could even represent two different females here. They're both very much like in the same energy, but this energy is very smooth with different color hair. And this energy is more rough with darker hair, right? This one's more free-flowing. This one's more purposeful. This one wants power or holding their power, liking that they can cause chaos even here because she's holding up her hands in a very chaotic energy, whereas this one's very smooth. Okay? And then all of it coming back to the heart fire. It's all about the safety and security of the heart, not necessarily the root. We need to build that strong foundation, but then we also need to come back to the 0 point, the solar plexus chakra. And then we have the white. Remember that white is the energy above the violet. And remember, the violet has all of the colors, and the white has all of the colors of the spectrum. So when you're seeing white, you're seeing all of it. Not just the red and gold and white. You're seeing all of the colors of the spectrum in the middle, right? All the colors are always present. It's just which ones are you accentuating in any one moment more than the others. So that's a very interesting energy coming up there. Okay, and then the bottom of the deck is the swan, the 67 of that Knight of Pentacles that was reversed in the read, the stubbornness, and yet the beauty of the swan at the same time. Oh, that's so weird. I saw this. When I was meditating last night, when I was, when I was seeing my opening to go astral travel, I stayed in the opening here. And it's like lots of, I was really trying to zoom in on the little energy particles that you see, because it looks like, I don't know, like, and this is the 9 of the Hermit going within. The stubbornness of the swan, right? That even the swan has a dark side to it, right? There's still some black in there. Black, and the black and the white. So nothing's completely pure or innocent, except for the heart of God, right? So when I went into my meditation, and I'm just staying in the portal to the astral realm, and there's lots of little, little energy hairs, I would say, kind of like you would see as Reiki. If you ever seen a picture of Reiki waves, it's that same kind of energy, but they're very random. There's lots of random little hairs, doing that sine wave type of energy, circling around, but all sorts of little ones. And it reminds me of, I don't know, like seaweed or something with lots of hairs, that flows back and forth in, that kind of seals the hole shut and then opens it again. That's the lotus at the crown. But they're very much those energy particles. And then when I was walking down the stairs, I wasn't really getting into any deep meditations, but every time I'd walk down the stairs, I would see my feet in a different pair of shoes. But they're all like masculine and big feet. And I'm like, why do I keep seeing these big feet? And masculine energy as opposed to my feminine energy. And it started the other day, or last week even, when I did a meditation, and as I was walking down the stairs, I was seeing my father's shoes as I was walking down the stairs. I'm like, why is my dad in my energy? And today, after I woke up and was walking around, my guidance was the big shoes were the big shoes that you all have to fill. Okay? These are very big shoes you're all filling right now. So it's the message to you guys was, don't poo-poo your contribution to this. That just by grounding your own energy and working on your healing, you're doing so much to help the world, the collective consciousness. Don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself to how many viewers or how many people you're coming together with. It's just the point of coming together in doing that meditative work and doing that healing work and raising the vibration of others and coming together in a loving vibration, that is such an important message here. So again, the heart of God, right? That heart is your home. Oh, and the other message about staying in this and not going through to the astral traveling on the other side. So normally I would see lots of stars, you know, in the dark sky. So I'd be going out of my crown into the outer realms. Is to stay in your body right now. It's important to stay in your body and do your healing, physical healing, healing with others, but just to ground, really ground. Is the message I'm getting right now. Okay, hope that was helpful, you guys. Make sure you get enough water, get enough rest, you know, really work on your health. Maybe there's something you can tweak with your diet, your exercise routine, just anything. It doesn't have to be strenuous. It's just balance, 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 balance. You know, make sure you get joy in your day. Laugh. You know, now that it's going to be nice out, you can get outside and touch the trees and the grass and talk to the flowers and the sky and really, you know, commune again with nature. Okay, guys, have an amazing day. I will talk to you soon. Rise and be loved. Bye.